Ready? Wait.
Say you want, and then everybody's all of the.
What? You can have to show up. All right, go ahead.
Start, call the roll, please. We'll call the meeting to order.
Commissioner Ayala,
I'm here.
Commissioner Hutchins,
Here.
Commissioner Cassidy,
Here.
Vice Mayor Cause,
Here.
and Mayor Pugh.
Here. All right, stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
All right, any additions or deletions to the agenda? And if there are none, entertain a motion.
I move we approve the agenda.
Second. There's a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Public comment. Don't rush the dais. All right, closing public comment.
Is there nobody there? Is that why?
There's no one here.
Okay.
Presentation of final millage rate for fiscal year 2025-26.
Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Commissioners, first, thank you again to you and to the residents and to our wonderful staff here for the work and the forward-looking plan that we continue to move forward on. The town of Ocean Ridge is proposing, is here to adopt a final hearing here for the fiscal year 2025-26. An operating millage rate of 5.4 mils, the rollback rate noted as 4.9961 mils, and the proposed millage rate is greater than the rollback rate by 8.08%. That is the headline.
All right. So,
You can read into the record the resolution if you like, sir.
all right, I guess we're going into public comment and comments from commissioners.
At some point, I want to ask you about the letter, but you just tell me when it's appropriate during this procedure.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't quite understand it.
Okay.
The net versus max, was that last year we screwed it up and this year we had it correct?
No.
No.
So one of the things I said to you at last meeting was that I was going to reach out to the state for confirmation.
Yeah.
Since we've had issues in the past. And we did that. And one of the things that Commissioner Cassidy said when she was sitting here was, did everybody double check the resolution as it went, as it was going through? And
That's
I
had the problem.
Right. And then I looked over at Holly and I realized I did not check the entire part. There was one portion that I did not check, and she gave me a thumbs up and we went forward with it. And the reality is, and I want to make sure you know that it's God keeping me humble here, that number was wrong, and it was pulled from this form, which we have in your packet.
Yeah.
And the email I received was that the wrong number was pulled mistakenly, and it was the net versus the gross. And when I reached out to the state and asked them that, how do we go around fixing this since we have one more reading? And he was like, well, it's just your first reading. Just put a line through it, initial it, and then just make sure that it says it the right way on your next resolution. That's the whole point of having two bites at the apple. And I said, okay, great.
Oh, so that explains it. So my question is, this is like the third year in a row. Is it something in the software that kicks it out wrong, or is it human error?
That's this. I will only speak for this year, and it was a human error.
And it was last year too.
But the process itself lends it so that we have these checks and balances to lead up to these final readings. And so you hope that you catch it. And the good news here is the process worked in our benefit, and it did help to catch that issue.
I have a question. This year's DR 420, it says the prior year final gross taxable value. And it says 1,675,393,663. Where'd that number come from? Because on the prior year, I'm looking at gross taxable value was 1,682,412,836.
Which that should.
So it's between of like.
So you're talking about line 7 for 2025.
Yep.
As
Versus
compared
line
to-
4 from 2024.
Yeah, but line 7 says 1.5 on 2024
No, you're not, it's not
on a DR.
that, because last year they're looking at 23. See, prior year final. So I'm looking at 2024's final.
Okay,
Line 4 is the gross taxable value for operating purposes, 1,682,412,836. So this should pull the final gross. Where did, I just want to know, I'm
We
wondering where
don't
the
fill
six,
it.
seven,
Yeah, we don't fill this out. This comes directly from the state already.
how would it have changed is what I'm wondering.
Are you talking about $3,000 change?
No, it's in taxable value. It's like $7 million.
I'm looking at line 7, 2024, which would be the current one, right? Excuse me, 6 on 2024.
No,
It goes
you're-
1672. And then this year's says last year was 1675.
No, this year's says refers to prior year, which means this year's. So if you're looking at 2024's final gross taxable value, it's 1,682,412,836.
I don't get that. So you're up here. All right, approach. That's 24.
Do you understand my confusion?
I know, without looking at it, I don't have one of those in front of me, but some of those fields are already pre-populated when we do those. So I'm not sure if that was one of the ones that
I mean,
they
it's worth the
pre-populated.
question to him, when did it change? Substantiates that change. So that's this year's referring to the prior year final gross taxable value. But here's last year. Current year gross taxable value. This was.
it's the same.
2024. Current year, 1672.
I,
Carrier 1.8.
And then it says prior year fine, which would be 1672. No, 16.
this doesn't, that number is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Oh, it's a, she's right. It's 3 days.
What
Oh, no,
about-
this would be 23 though.
Which one do you have? 24.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm using current year. Number 6.
what's line 3?
Anyway, the state accepted it.
I won't be able to give you an answer without calling the state and asking them a question.
So how do we go from here?
We move on to the resolution.
Right.
I was trying to figure out exactly.
If you want to take a break, I can
No,
go through and look at
It's not
the,
going to affect our lives, right?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it will.
Might affect your life.
You might, it might.
well, it's a good question. I guess we'll
Yeah.
figure out.
It's a $7 million difference in taxable value. That's.
Right.
$7 million.
Mhm.
All right. Well, like if you'd look in that for us and kind of give us a heads up down next meeting or an email.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the resolution 2025-17. Adoption of final millage rate for fiscal year 2025-26.
Resolution 2025-17, resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes for fiscal year 2025-2026, providing for an effective date.
Is there a motion?
I move to accept resolution 2025-17.
Second.
Motion is second. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. All right. Kelly, next one. E.
Resolution 2025-18, resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge of Palm Beach County, Florida, adopting the final budget for fiscal year 2025-2026, providing for an effective date.
Is there a motion?
I don't have to.
So moved.
So move.
Second.
Motion is second. Any other discussion?
Under discussion, just to make sure we put the amount of the budget is $14,808,349.
Get a menu motion.
It's in the back of our packet,
Yeah,
right?
that's what-
It's in the back? What?
Where are you, Kurt, now? Way back, I got three.
Yeah, wait, in the back. But I thought we just voted on 2025-17.
We did. We're not 18.
I realized that I had in the body of the resolution, I had 18, but on the top I had 17 still. So I have fixed it for the final one that will be signed.
So this should read 2025-18.
18, yes, sorry.
Okay, motion and second, no discussion. All right, hearing none, all those in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. All right. Next resolution, 2025-19.
Resolution 2025-19, a resolution of the Town Commission of the Town of Ocean Ridge of Palm Beach County, Florida, updating and reappropriating funds for the Capital Projects Fund for the fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2025, and ending September 30th, 2026, and establishing an effective date.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, any other discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Any commissioner comments?
Nope.
Fund balance on October 1st, 2025 is estimated at 412,000.
That's a carry forward amount.
How did that-
And we won't use this resolution, by the way, next year. This is a resolution that you all have had year after year, which we're doing it because you're used to seeing it, but neither Holly nor I understood why you would have a separate resolution for it rather than like last week where you have it combined. So last week in your first session, you have it combined where you're just calling out your capital improvement plan and the total amount on that resolution. And then here you have a whole separate resolution that has separate information on it.
So it's not capitalized, anticipated fund balance. What fund? Capital fund balance? I mean, how does this compare to reserves? That's where I'm getting.
So let's not confuse both. So the amount is the amount that's carrying forward from the 2024 fiscal year. The contingency, you guys refer to it as contingency. So it's the amount of money that didn't get spent this year on your capital projects is moving forward with this budget.
So it's moving forward as reserve or as capital fund?
Capital.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm just Christie's opinion. Am I right to be confused? Because it's not capitalized. It's not really defined.
It's not my area of expertise. So I really, when it comes to all this, these, different numbers, I would rely on manager and Holly.
Okay,
So I'm losing track. What do we need done now?
that's it.
That's it.
Then we have to do a last vote or?
We did that.
You did 19?
That was.
That was 19.
So moved it.
Good. All right.
All right, well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for the fantastic job.
Thanks.
And if you're looking at that question that Commissioner Cassidy had, I think I'm kind of curious too on that.
We will get the answer for you.
They refer to a form DR 403 series. In this line 7, prior year final gross taxable value from prior year applicable form DR 403 series. So maybe that DR 403 explains the $7 million difference in value.
All right. Thank you again. Great job this year. Actually,
Yeah.
nice and smooth. First time in a long time. Really appreciate the work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's appreciate us.
Nice package. You did.
Well done.
Hey, meeting adjourned. Thanks for coming.
Good night.
Good night.
Spirits.
Yeah, you look like